Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this very special edition of the Main Event Talk right here on YouTube. And this episode of the Main Event Talk is brought to you by HEB Original Coke. Get your Coke on at HEB right now. And by the way, just to kind of give you a little bit of an advertisement report on HEB, if you guys get an opportunity to buy a 12-pack of this or get all four of this, you can get it at HEB for only $9. I'm not kidding. 12 packs of this for only $9. No way. You know how you go to every single store that you go to and they always sell, whether it's Coke products or Pepsi products or any kind of product in that particular nature, and they sell something at a cheap price. They sell three 12 packs for $9.99 or $10 or $12. It's absolutely amazing. But went ahead, took advantage of it. That's exactly what I needed. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Main Event Talk. I am here, and Battleground was last night, and the main event had an opportunity to look at the entire pay-per-view from left to right and upside down and every way in that particular nature. Now, I know some people are dying to know the results of what's going on. Others have probably already know about the results, but want to get an opportunity to hear my thoughts about everything. So, we're going to leave out the WWE World Heavyweight Championship because, in my opinion, there's no point in even mentioning who won the match. I pretty much said it on the Main Event Talk, that there's no point in me mentioning about the main event. Even though Roman Reigns was clearly the MVP of that match, John Cena is still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and boy, should it be a shock to all of us? Should it be a shock to you? Should it be a shock to me? No, it's not a shock. You know why? Because it all plays out in itself. And somebody was throwing in some BS about how John Cena is not going to win the championship. Something about a new movie coming out and all this other crap, just to kind of fool the public. Here's the thing. When you've said it once, we all believe you. Hell, when the moment John Cena won Money in the Bank and became WWE World Heavyweight Champion, we knew right away he was going to be winning from here on out until someone better came along and take the championship from him. It could be Brock Lesnar, which, by the way, he's supposed to be coming on. Plan C, as Paul Heyman would put it, is on his way, and he should be coming to the arena over in Miami, Florida, taking place tonight on Monday Night Raw. And well, I don't have to tell you who the host is of Monday Night Raw. His name is Flo Rida. Yeah, Flo Rida is going to be there. We're all excited. You know what? I don't give a flying fuck if Flo Rida's there, okay? If Dave Mustaine of Megadeth shows up, that's fine. If Metallica plays over there, that's fine. If Slayer played on Monday Night Raw, that would be even the fucking shit. Motorhead. If Motorhead played on Raw, that would be the fucking shit. Flo Rida, no disrespect to his music. It's alright. It's not exactly what I would call great music, but oh well. We listened to it, it happened, and we move on. Okay, let's get into the whole Battleground situation. Let's talk about, let's see, we left the WWE Championship matchup out of the way. I pretty much predicted that Naomi was going to win, or Cameron was going to win against Naomi, and sure enough, it happened, and man, is it just me, or did they just look so fucking sexy? God damn it, hey, the main event, and I'll admit this straight up right here on my show, right here, right now. The main event loves beautiful women, loves the divas. Don't matter if they're black, don't matter if they're white, don't matter if they're Asian, don't matter if they're Mexicana or Latina, if you will. But the main event is all about the Latinas and the Mexicanas and everything else like that. Especially one Mexicana in particular that the main event's got his eye on, but I'm not going to mention it on my show. I don't feel a need to tell the world who she is. Let's just say she's the most exotic, most beautiful, most sexiest woman I've ever seen. And trust me, I've seen a lot of women. I've seen a lot of gorgeous women. but this one beats them all. She's not a perfect 10, she's beyond a 10. That's all I can tell you. Now let's move on. Cameron won her match against Naomi like I pretty much predicted, and it happened, and bam, it was over, it was done, and now who knows how far this feud between Cameron and Naomi will go on. It'll probably escalate into the next pay-per-view or escalate into Raw. Who knows what's going to happen. The highlight of the night was definitely the Tag Team Championship match between the Usos and the Wyatt family. And man, I predicted right away that the first fall was going to be on the Wyatts and the second fall was going to be on the Usos, and I was correct on both accounts. And my God, this was a straight up great tag team match to watch. And you know something? Everybody, they didn't give a fuck if the Usos won. They didn't give a fuck if the Wyatts won. They saw a great wrestling tag team matchup which elevated them so fucking high. I don't see any reason at all why they should not go at it on Raw one more time. Why not? Give it to us. Give us the same results. Well, actually, give us the same not outcome, but it's the same thing, the match and everything the way it is. I would love for the Wyatt family to become tag team champions. I'd like to see Eric Rowan, and I would like to see Luke Harper become tag team champions. My God, Luke Harper must be a fucking beast. I mean, goddamn. First he comes from the inside of the ring and flies right over through the ropes right at one of the Usos. Then the Usos hit him with a fucking super kick, and he was going to do that clothesline like he did all the time, and we thought it was done, but then he turned around and hit the clothesline again, and then we thought for sure that we're going to lose the tag team titles. And then a lot of cool things happened, including Eric Rowan at the very corner right there. And this was something I've never seen done before. Never. At all. Eric Rowan gets both Usos. And it's the first time I've ever seen a double suplex from the very corner of that ring. My God, I was like, are you fucking insane? Damn it. That was fucking awesome. And then, there's more. There's a whole lot more at the end. The Usos had did everything in their power to stop the Wyatt family. One frog splash was not enough. So they had to do 2 frog splashes on Luke Harper. They were both they were trying to balance out. You know, they were trying to right there. They couldn't do anything. And then after that, they both simultaneously came out and splash on Luke Harper. 1, 2, 3. The Usos are still the tag team champions, and man, it was a great matchup. That was the highlight of Battleground. It was unquestionably the best match of the entire card. Everybody can agree upon that. Everyone is still talking about that tag team matchup, and personally to me, I didn't give a shit who won, I didn't give a shit who lost, as long as we got a great matchup, and it was a great matchup. Congratulations go out to the Usos for being the tag team champions, and even big congratulations for the Wyatt family, to Eric Rowan and to Luke Harper, because personally to me, I'd love to see them go at it again on Monday Night Raw for the tag team titles. And if they win it, hey, they deserve it. They deserve to win it. You know, some people will disagree, and others will agree upon this. I say the Wyatt family should get another chance at the tag team titles on Raw and win it easily, just like that. So, once again, congratulations. It was good. It was awesome. Dig the way it is. Now, AJ Lee and Paige, great Divas matchup, and I predicted that AJ Lee would win, and it happened. And I was kind of hoping for Paige to kind of turn on AJ Lee, but that hasn't happened yet. That hasn't happened, but trust me, it's going to happen real soon. I don't know when exactly, I don't know how, but when it happens, we'll all see it, whether it's on Raw or SmackDown. Either way, AJ Lee is still the Divas Championship. She defeated Paige with the Shining Wizard, and it's crazy that we, you know, last time I saw the Shining Wizard being hit, it was by Gregory Helms, or Sugar Shane Helms, or Hurricane, if you will. He was the only person I know that ever did that move. But once again, congratulations go out to AJ Lee for retaining the Divas Championship. Now, let's move on to the next matchup. I got one match in particular that I want to talk about, but I want to leave that one for last, just for personal kicks in every way possible. Let's talk about what other matchup took place. Rusev against Jack Swagger, and you know what? I was reading through some stuff earlier today. Something about some controversy involving both Lana and Rusev about I guess something that caught the media's attention, and I guess was offended by some of the things that they said. Here's the thing. First of all, I dig the Rusev character. I dig Lana. She's hot. And every man in America or in Russia would definitely want to hit that ass. That's my opinion. Now, the thing is, the media always gets involved in professional wrestling. They always sweat the small stuff or the big stuff or however that shit goes. And something, last time something like this happened, I think it was Zeb Coulter about a year ago who I guess made some racial comments or American comments or something that really got the media's attention, and it got him so much that Zeb Coulter, he didn't back down. Obviously, he didn't back down. He just said what he said what he felt, and did what he did, and so forth. But in this case, it's a little bit of a similar case. So the WWE, I guess, had apologized for offending any people that heard what Rusev and Lana had to say. But the matchup between those two, it was tremendous. And something? It's really, really weird that Jack Swagger is being cheered by the fans, especially when he's been a bad guy for a long, long time and has never been a good guy up until this point. To me, I think it's a good move on Jack Swagger's part, and an even bigger move for Zeb Coulter, because even though anybody that knows who Zeb Coulter is, he's really known as Dutch Mantel to a lot of the wrestling fans. To me, it's a good move on both their parts, and I think I see a little bit more within Jack Swagger and within Zeb Coulter, and I think this feud between Zeb Coulter and Rusev is not over yet. I think it's going to escalate into SummerSlam somehow, and something's going to go down. Even though Rusev won by a countout, this feud between Jack Swagger and Rusev will not be over just yet. This will continue on, and it's going to go even further than what we expected. And I can't wait for that. Now, let's continue on. Let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship. And you know what? A lot of people have been complaining about this already because to some people it was a mistake. A huge mistake. Now, let me go ahead and mention the mistake. We know who the winner is. For those of you that don't know who it is, first of all, Bray Wyatt came out and he said what he said. And to put it in his own words, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. And the bad news is The Miz has automatically become the WWE for the second or third time, I believe, or fourth. He is the Intercontinental Champion. Now, the crowd reaction pretty much says it all. Kind of reminds me of when Miz became WWE Champion, and I kept screaming the words, FTM, fuck the Miz. And in a way, Miz becoming WWE Intercontinental Champion. First of all, my pick for the Intercontinental Championship was Alberto. I wanted Alberto to win it so badly because, number one, he's never held it, and number two, I thought it would fit perfectly with Alberto Del Rio, and I thought he'd represent the Intercontinental Championship, and he would, give the title prestige. Sheamus, I think it would have been great to see him wear the Intercontinental Championship for the first time in his career, to have both the Intercontinental title and the United States Heavyweight Championship. Dolph Ziggler, I would have loved to have seen him become champion once again. Kofi Kingston, oh my God. Man, Kofi gets entertaining every time he's in the fucking Battle Royal. I think, what was it? What was the part? First he got powerbombed, or he was almost going to get powerbombed by Cesaro. And then Kofi Kingston, I guess, got pushed over the rail, and I think he was going to get hit by Sheamus or somebody. And then he jumped right on top of Big E, who was already eliminated from the match. And then after that, I guess he got in, and then he got thrown out by, I think it was Cesaro